things that he does because he always has something positive that he throws out to our listening audience. J.Bleu, how is everything going? We seem like we have never left each other. We've been together for 2 days already.
I know. I'm going to move in next time.
Come on, girl. I don't care.
I'm going to move in.
Come on in. Bring the kids. Let's have some fun.
We're coming.
We'll make some bunk beds.
Oh, yes.
Have a good time. But anyway, we are tuned to Powerful Praise, and this is the edition of Making You a Better You for 2016. Yes. Those inspirational tips on just making you better.
Yes.
And for the last couple of days, not days, but the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about quite a few things. Gifts. We've been talking about gifts. And know that gifts, GIFTS, stand for some different things that we were discussing along the way on each week. And it's just all about making us better, making ourselves better. And this week was our final week about talking about gifts. And we were talking about, what's our final thing going to be about this week?
Support.
Support. That is the best one of all.
The best one of them all.
We started off with, okay, let's start. The beginning of it, we started off with
our gift.
And what it is, our gift. And do we know what our gift is? And are we aware of our gift even? And living whatever it is that our gift is. And then the second week,
empowerment,
was empowerment, being empowered, inspired, uplifted, motivated, and all those good things.
Yes. Next one was your attitudes about being successful. Going towards your successful.
And reaching your goals. Now, let me tell you, you have to have the right attitude. You have to have a positive attitude. And nobody wants to work with anyone that got one of those, nasty attitudes.
I'm sorry, you got to leave them home.
We got to leave them home. We experienced that, yesterday. It was horrible. But guess what? God is a good God anyhow. And he teaches you how to go through. When things like that happen or when people say things to you that I'm not even going to say they don't mean, because if they didn't mean it, they would never say it.
Exactly.
But when people say things to you that are not pleasing, I'll put it that way, and God, it shows you how much of God you really do have in you, and it also shows you how much more God needs to work on you,
your response
as the person.
Absolutely.
Because all the time when people say things to you, you are not always going to be able to handle everything that they say. So God wants us He wants us in that position where it doesn't matter what they say, that it's always going to be a smile. It's always going to be okay. All right. God bless you.
Have a wonderful day.
Have a wonderful day. But there are times in your life. Now, we all know that there is that one person in your family, one person in your circle, one person in your group, one person on your job that
really gets on your nerves.
They take you there.
They do. You got to shut your face, too, sometimes.
You know what? That's a song. You got to incorporate it. I'll take you there.
Oh my
gosh. Take you there.
They do. They take you there. And
not to a good place. Because when we say take you there, some people say, oh, take you where? Taking you to a good place? No, it's not a good place where they're taking you to. They take you somewhere where you don't even want to be.
Yes.
And you can't understand afterwards how you even got there.
Well, the funny thing is, too, sometimes people, when they're miserable, they see that you're progressively getting better in your character because you just went through some things and say to yourself, you know what, I'm going to change. I'm going to become a better me.
Yes.
But some people, they look
better,
for that.
Not bitter.
Yes, not bitter, better. Thank you. But some people see those things because they're bitter.
Yes.
And they challenge that in you because they just say to themselves, I know she's not as good or he's not as good as I think they really are.
I'm going to work her nerves.
Yes. And they come,
or his nerves.
It's a funny thing. They come to you all polite. Hi, Lady D. How are you? You're like, fine, honey. Good. I'm doing so well. Then they tell you some rumor they heard about you. Trying to get you all caught up in those negative feelings and thoughts again.
Right.
See, you have to that's why you have to be wise. You have to recognize those things. And when you see it, don't jump. Oh, you say, is that true? Well, guess what? Well, maybe it is true. I say you have to respond with humor.
Right.
I say you be smug with those people and don't let those negative things creep back up on you because it's right there waiting for you just to go back into the old you and just continue to be positive or not say anything at all. Say, oh, is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the information. Is there anything I can help you with? And let me tell you, you shut them right on down.
That's right. And I was talking to someone saying that they've been listening to, us speak on these different things every Sunday. And they were saying, but you know what? I'm just not there yet. And I'm saying to you, wonderful person, that you're going to get there.
Yes.
It all comes with time. And I want to say it comes with age, but
Absolutely.
it definitely comes with time. And
wisdom and growth.
Yes. As you grow in the Lord, you will learn how to respond to people in a different way.
Yes.
It's not that people that are saved don't get the same thing. We get the same thing too.
We had a great display of that yesterday. We won't go into details. The goodness sometimes goes take a back seat and you just really get up in somebody's face.
and the only difference is that we as Christians, as we grow, you learn how to handle things a little bit differently.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes, and we all know that if you head your way, but thank God for Jesus.
Absolutely. I always say this, and people want to ask, well, oh, you know what, J.Bleu, Lady D, I try to become a better person, but people just keep testing me. But they're supposed to. Yes. You have to understand that's their job to test you, to make you go back into who you were before. And oftentimes it's your family because they know you best. Whew. They bring up those things where you're young. Oh, that's why you was with that person. Remember when you act like you're an angel now, but you weren't an angel, 2 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago.
Right.
Like those people, but you have to expect that. And you know what? You always look for that because it's going to come. But how do you stay strong? You really have to read the word.
Yes.
You have to know how to respond. How do you respond? By even in the Our Father's Prayer, it said, give me this day my daily bread. Mm-hmm. That daily bread, you eat physical food, but then there's also spiritual food. That is the word. You have to continuously read positive things, keep yourself uplifted, have a great support system to help you on knowing how to redirect those negative behaviors. Sometimes you may have to go seek a counselor, a psychotherapist to help you to redirect these negative habits and behaviors when you're trying to go down a path of positivity. And that's very important to your support in becoming a healthier, better you mentally.
Because a lot of times I read that you said read. I read that book by Cindy Trim. It's called The Soul Fast. It has nothing to do with what you're eating or that type of a fast, but the kind of fast that you have cleaning your soul out, your mind, your heart, your spirit, the things that go in, the things that you take in, the things that you put out, the things that you say, the words that come out of your mouth, And that book, I must have read that book so far about 8 or 9 times just because of the knowledge that's in that book that helps me to become a better person.
Yes. And I always say that too. People have to understand there's with human beings, there's 2 parts of us. It's the flesh, which people see on the outside, but there's also the spiritual side of us too.
Yes.
So you can look beautiful on the outside, but on the inside be so terrible. That's why I said it's very, even in nowadays, I have people say, oh, she's so cute or he's so cute. Yeah, but how are they on the inside? Because when you get with them, how are they on the inside? Don't partner with people who you know spirit aren't good, whether you're going into business, relationships, friendships. You have to, and also I call it the 3-circle system. It's my outer circle, my middle circle, and my inner circle. My inner circle people, those people know me. They know every part of me, every being of me. Right. So you have to keep your circles of people too. And the reason why you do that too is because if you let the wrong person into your circle, it can change your spirit.
Yes.
You could pick up some of their habits. Yes. So don't forget, spirits are transferable. So it's always good to be very particular about who you allow in your circle, but make sure they're a person of the same like mind. Someone that can spiritually feed you, that will be there to hug you, to be there as a friend, a sister, a brother, someone who is always going to have your best interest in hand, but not afraid to tell you the truth too when you need to change and to become a better person.
Yes. And it's
support.
A way to tell you. A way to tell you.
Yes.
A way that they show you that they support you.
Yes.
And support is not just in saying. Support is in doing. And that's what we have to learn, that support is in doing. Helping somebody out. Like you were saying, that sometimes the ladies were going to people that were under the boardwalk and stuff like that. And I know a friend of mine, I've seen him one time. We were riding to Philadelphia. As a matter of fact, it was Dr. Kenny Applewhite. Okay. Not Kenny Applewhite, Kim Applewhite. Kim Applewhite. We were riding to Philadelphia, and he said, "I'll be right back." And I was wondering what he was doing because we stopped underneath the bridge. What are we doing under the bridge? Are you kidding me? But what he did is he took out some blankets from the back of his car, and he took the blanket. I think it was about 8 or 9 blankets, and he took them. And when he came back, he didn't have. So I said, well, "What did you do?" Right. He said, "I'm giving these to the homeless people so that they won't be so cold." Yes. And you just never know what people are thinking about doing when they're doing stuff like that. And just the thought that somebody had a blanket so they wouldn't be as cold because, like you said, they don't have a home to go to. Absolutely. They're sleeping out there every day up underneath that bridge. Yes. And we have a home to go to. Absolutely. So by doing stuff like that, it's just helping that person. They probably so happy that someone thought enough of them to say, "Here's a blanket." Yes. So that you won't be as cold out here in the wintertime. And it's just one little things like that. And treating that's treating your neighbor like yourself. And those are good things. Yes, treating your neighbor like yourself. That's right. If you're in that position, would you want someone to help you? Right. And the answer is yes. So not only that, that's humbling. Yes. That's humbling. I appreciate people who take the time out. And even sometimes you see guys, you can get caught up in your hustle and bustle of every day. But if you see a group of kids out there playing ball, stop, play with them. Yes. A lot of them don't even have fathers. Right. Or if you see girls out there doing things that they shouldn't do, as women, we should stop, sit out and talk with them because you could be the change in their life. That's called, again, but leads back to support, having a positive attitude. Oh yeah, they supporting. I see the girls doing a lot of things. They always have me out there with them. I'm jumping double dutch. Yes. I'm out there. One time they had me trying to do the split, and I had to go to the next. Oh my gosh! Yes. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hang out with y'all. I'm not so young. I can do 2. Now y'all go ahead and keep going. Look, come on, Miss D. Let me see if you can run down. Yes. Okay, whatever. Come on, can you do this? Just to show them that you care and that you can have fun with them too. Sometimes they look up to certain people and they want to see if they'll just join in. Yes. But we can do a lot of things, and a lot of times it doesn't even take money. No, it doesn't. Everything is just you being there. It's free. Yeah. I want to tell you a story about my son. One day I believe it was about a week or so ago, and there was this little kid. He had no more than 10, 9 or 10. He was outside my apartment complex, and it was him and a group of little kids. And the little boy was out there just cursing, saying the F-bomb and the S-bomb. I heard that little boy. I said, "Hey, watch your mouth." I said, "You don't talk like that." And my son checked me for checking that little boy. And he said, "But what if his mom?" I'm not worried about his mom or his dad or anybody. I said, number one, this child may not even realize that what he's saying is wrong. Right. And I'm not afraid. Some parents, they might get upset at me for checking their kid, and you can come talk to me, and I'm not, if you want to yell and curse at me, it's not going to move me. But the thing is, sometimes these kids, even when you see things that they're not supposed to do, you have great support from an adult is letting them know that what they're doing is wrong. Right. Now, I guarantee you when that child comes in front of my door, he won't say it again. But at the same time, I'll still say hi to him. Right. "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" Yes. To let him know, I'm not mad at you, but that type of behavior and language is unacceptable. Exactly. So I might be like, "Oh, there's the angry." And he needed to hear that. He did. Because, like you said, I bet you won't do that no more. And nobody ever told him what he was saying was wrong because he was used to hearing this. So he thought it was okay. Right. So that's great support. Yeah, they do. They come out, they shut their mouth. But I still say hi to them. You have to show love. Being someone that serves God, you have to always continue to show them love. It took a lot because back in, don't catch me last year or the year before. I'm a little kid. It's that growth. Yeah. That growth. When you're growing the Lord and you're growing in your spiritualness with God, you are faced with the same exact things that people are.
them that support and support all being overcome or anger. So if you're supporting, don't be upset. No, you go and say, you know what? Well, I've seen her grow or him grow through this process. Let me go and support them. So that means to be there without any pressure. You to go. Keep on feeling so the person inner thinking and support the courage of spirit to finish with the means of sustenance or livelihood to maintain, to provide for, to support a family, to support the ministers of the gospel or people living in their gifts. It's very important to support. I'm a massage therapist, and in addition to that, I'm a singer-songwriter. And everyone is, J.Bleu, we want to hear you sing this and the other. But it's time to support me, just go out. I'm not asking for anything. Oftentimes, I don't see anyone. I do not get upset because I always feel I can do this on my own. Right. But I'm telling everyone out there, it would be great to look out there and to see your faces and to let you and to see thank you for coming out to support me. And not only that empowers me when I'm living in my gift. It changes my attitude. All these things help me to maintain all these steps with my attitude when you come out and support me.
And you have those two great gifts. So I'm not just throwing this out there. Did you ever think that when you're doing a massage or something, that should sing? Maybe you should sing to them.
You know what? Somebody.
It sounds kind of crazy, but both of those are your gifts. So hey, you might as well work it.
Go tell it on the map. You got a trigger part here. I just want to let you know. Oh my gosh, your muscles are tense. You know how to think about that, but I'll incorporate that.
I mean, maybe every now and then. Because she does some wonderful music. But anyway, and that's a great way. But now, this is the really last thing. What about when you support someone for many, many years, and then you branch off because now it's time for you to do what God told you to do?
Right.
But they get angry. How do you address that?
First of all, out of love. First of all, understanding. You have to understand if support, just like I said in here, to endure without being overcome, exhausted, or change in character. Okay. Because they change their character towards you. Right. Once you've learned how to start to perfect yourself, and then God ripened you to go out and use your gift for someone else. Sometimes when people help you, they have the wrong intentions and motives from the very beginning. Right. So part of that is they feel as though they're helping you, but they want to kind of control you to a certain extent. They want you to branch out further, or they have their own intention for you. Okay. So what happens is when you decide to go on your own, that's not a part of their plan. Okay. Because it's not a part of the plan for you to go out and succeed them or to do better than them or go out on your